Ahoy! This is Harry Hansen reminding you to like and subscribe to the show on YouTube by going to youtube.com at the Lager Room 5111 and clicking subscribe. Or just go to youtube.com and search for the Lager Room. Either way, it's as easy as falling off a log. Thanks a bundle.
Jimmy Jungle, where the tributes to a dribble. But now you're queen of slobber and you're crying in the middle of a goblet. Benihana, Benihana, Benihana. Hatchy, hatchy, hooky, hooky, mozzarella, itchy poo. Reading around the collar, heavy betting up the shoe. You're eating cool lasagna on Wonder Woman with Madonna, with Madonna. Baklava, baklava, baklava.
All right, everybody, welcome out to the Get On With It Sports Show. It is Wednesday, September the 24th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none of the Mr. RadioPeteM and Mr. Harry Nutz. Say hello, gents.
Hi, everybody.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Welcome to the end of September.
It is the end of September. It's the last show of September, first show of fall this year.
Do you remember?
And the 24th night of September. It's a little
the
different.
dreams that we had.
It is also our 5th anniversary show.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 years ago. Right now, we were just starting this out. We are
feels like 8.
8. It's been 8 or 9. We're just starting our 6th year. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That
And we
seems
still don't
wrong.
have a sponsor.
We still don't have a sponsor, but we do have an extra. We've gained 3 other listeners in the last month. So
Wow.
there you go.
Fantastic. It's all our
We're on our way.
It's all our social media. It's Pete's OnlyFans crossover.
It's Pizza OnlyFans crossover is what it is. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think we're on the verge of hitting our stride and the viewership really taking off.
I believe you're right. I actually do believe you're right.
I thought we were in our 3rd year of our demise, but I thought we were kind of like Russell Wilson 2 years ago.
Is it like
don't even get me started again.
the slow decline like the Roman Empire?
All right, so
Although we were
Not so slow.
never the greatest power on the earth.
we were never the best power in the earth.
No.
We missed that part of the Roman Empire.
That's right.
We did. That we did.
Like Steve Berline.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, now that you bring up Russell Wilson, might as well just jump right into football.
Sure. Is there anything going on with them, with the Giants?
A couple of things here and now. Well, first of all, I do want to say this. All right, because everybody knows. Well, everybody should know by now that they're making a change at starting QB this week.
All right, well, hang on before we roll.
No, I'm not going to get into that. I had something else to say first, but go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I want to just, last week or the last show we showed
The over-under.
First show we showed a little bit of the what's his name? The Houston running back that could never be stopped.
Earl Campbell.
And then last show we had a little Emmitt Smith from way back in the day when they were good. And somebody made a crack about having to show old clips to show something good happening with the Cowboys, which is funny because it's true. So I wanted to continue the Cowboys theme, but show something brand new. So here it is. So there you go. Cowboys clips old and...
Which ties into Russell Wilson.
Which ties right into one of the things I'm going to talk about Russell Wilson. First of all, Russell Wilson had a career day a week and a half ago against the Cowboys with the Giants. He threw for 451 yards, his second most passing yards he had ever in his career. He looked like the Russell Wilson of old. Oh, my God, the Giants are great. What the hell's going on? They should have won the game. Yeah, they should have won the game. But I think it's now proven, based on how the Giants looked against a very much weaker Chiefs team. Not it's still good, still very good, but beatable. All right,
really.
Beatable. Not that they could have beaten them.
They're beatable by most of the NFL. Not
right. No. I get it. That's my point. Okay. And based on what the Cowboys did in that game, Pete, that you pulled the clip up from, it's clear that the reason Russell Wilson had the day he did is specifically because they were playing the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, the only win the Cowboys have right now was against the Giants in that game, and the Giants could have very easily won that game, and both teams are going nowhere. So, but there you go. But the other thing I was going to bring up was Russell Wilson has, throughout his career, been somebody that rarely turns the ball over. Clearly, he's thrown a pick or two here and there, right? But he's somebody that generally does not throw interceptions. Enter the Giants. All right, he has now thrown 3 interceptions in 5 quarters. And kidding me?
Does he have the same locker that Daniel Jones had? Maybe there's like some fungus
that
grows in the back of the locker or something like that.
He has the same coach. He has the same front office. He's got the same overpaid piece of shit on the left side of the line who can't keep his ass on the field. He's got the same overreactive group of wide receivers who everyone, anytime anything goes bad, like to pout and whine and bitch and complain. He's got the same shitty culture that Daniel Jones has, that Daniel Jones is now not with and is 3-0.
Yeah. And on that note, just to bring that up right now, because, well, you brought it up. And I was going to anyway, but now it's a perfect segue. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones and the Colts have now scored 103 points in their first 3 games.
Yeah.
No Indianapolis era Colts team has ever done that. And that includes 3 Peyton Manning teams that got to 100 but never eclipsed 101.
Before we get too excited with Daniel Jones, please tell our audience who the Colts have played in the 3 weeks.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, oh, we should have kept Jones. No, that's not where I'm going. But here's the thing, okay? Because against those same teams, Daniel Jones did not perform that way when he was on the Giants, okay? The same caliber teams, I should say, okay? Daniel Jones in 3 games, the Colts have punted once.
And he's only been sacked a few times.
Only a couple of times. He has 0 turnovers in 3 games. And
his time to get rid of the ball has improved dramatically.
Because he has an offensive line.
But is that also not coaching?
It's definitely coaching. 100%.
Yeah, I heard actually it was a show before Sunday. I think it was last Friday, and I think it was PTI, and they said the Colts have not punted.
No.
They punted once
through the first 2 weeks of the season.
Through the first 2 games, they did not punt. Their punter did not do anything until week 3, and he only punted once on Sunday. I got these points really quick. The Colts are the first team since 1967 to score at least 29 points in each of their first 3 games. They set a new NFL record by scoring on their first 10 possessions of the season. The Colts became the first team in NFL history to avoid punting in their first 2 games. Quarterback Daniel Jones has completed 71.4% of his passes for 588 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Jonathan Taylor rushed for 338 yards and 4 touchdowns, breaking a franchise record that stood for 38 years. Now, yes, granted, they're not playing fantastic teams. The first game they played was against Miami. And Miami, if possible, is even worse than the Giants and the Jets.
And the Broncos handed them a win.
Broncos handed them a win in week 2.
In their game. Yeah.
Right. So,
but still, look, it just goes to show that you could talk about skill players all you want.
Mm-hmm.
Having an offensive line in a running game will make any quarterback immediately better.
Mm-hmm.
There's name me one NFL team that has won a championship without a really good offensive line and a running game. Now, there's probably 1 or 2, but not both.
In the last 20 years, the worst total quarterback rating by any Giants quarterback. All right. In 2013, Eli Manning, actually, do it in reverse. In 2024, last year, Daniel Jones had, at this point in the season, had a rating, or at any point in the season, had a rating of 44.4. Horrible. In 2013, Eli Manning had that beat. He had a rating of 38.6.
Yeah.
All right. This year, Russell Wilson has already surpassed both of them. He has a quarterback rating of 34 even.
So let's jump into this. So, yes, Wilson has not been great. And Wilson, you guys know where I stood when they signed him. I thought it was a bad move. I've watched him out here in Denver 2 years prior. I've never been a Russell Wilson. I don't think Russell Wilson is the guy who is going to single-handedly win games for you. He's a great game manager. He used to have a lot of ability to extend plays. I'm not going to say he was a running quarterback, but he certainly was mobile, and he certainly was a little bit of a Houdini act. And he had great defenses. When Russell Wilson should have 2 Super Bowl wins. He has 1, but that was a long time ago. And since then, he's had moments of looking like a good, not great NFL quarterback. Started off fairly well. He did have a decent season with the Broncos. He started off fairly well with the Steelers. And he's looked pretty miserable with the Giants. Now, there's a lot of quarterbacks this year who don't look great out of the gate. It just seems like the timing is off, and I blame a lot of it on the fact that we just watched the 3rd preseason game last week.
Yeah, pretty much.
So so they name Winston, as their 2nd, and Dart as their 3rd, and then the season starts and they move Dart up to number 2. If this was the case all along, then just start him. Why wait? Why go through this Russell Wilson experiment?
It's panic.
Yeah,
it's panic.
And of course, everybody's high on Dart. Great.
I don't know if you listened to.
I'm not.
I don't know if you listened to Brian Dable's press conference today when he announced he officially made it official and announced that Jackson Dart is the starting QB on Sunday. He must have said about 17 or 18 times during the press conference, he said, "This was my decision. This was my decision. This was my decision." You know what that tells me? This wasn't his decision.
No, here's the one thing you see it in the body language. You saw it in in camp. Dart was Dable's pick. Dable was high. It's his guy. I think early on, Dable was like, "All right, if you're going to give me 1 more year, I would love to have this kid, not be thrown to the wolves with an unproven, yet again, new offensive coordinator, whatever the case might be."
Agreed.
So now he's going to get his guy in there. I think maybe there was a little bit of a push from the front office to expedite this, and maybe that by moving him naming him as a backup, justifying some of his play in the preseason. Okay, fine. That's great. It still tells me that Russell Wilson was a mistake. You could have saved that money on Wilson, put it towards another lineman, started Winston and had probably the same results and maybe not as bad. And still had Tommy,
Still had Tommy DeVito as the third stringer. But the other fact of the matter, too, is if they really wanted Russell Wilson to teach Jackson Dart, it would have been a better case for, Jameis Winston for him to sit behind Jameis Winston, because then he's getting the good, the bad, and the ugly all at once.
No quarterback teaches anybody anything anymore.
No.
It's just it doesn't exist anymore because there's just not. I mean, maybe some of these old school guys. Maybe Winston has a little bit of that in him. I do think he's got a pretty optimistic, realistic, accepting outlook on where he's at with things. But we'll see. Yeah, and maybe Dart comes out and has a couple of good games. That's fantastic.
We have a couple.
It doesn't matter who you have back there. The Giants just don't look like they're clicking on.
They don't. They're not.
And they chose. They got rid of one of the best running backs in the NFL. Who, again, to my previous point, a quarterback who's developing, his best friend is not a great wide receiver. It's an offensive line and a running game
Mm-hmm.
that can put you in 3rd and short situations and not make you drop back on a 3rd and 18 with an offensive line who just can't block. Now,
Right.
or even
having
a
said
3rd and
that,
8 or 3rd and
Right.
9 numerous times a game.
right.
Hang on,
Which-
before we continue here, I want to just pop up the chat here because our good friend Dave Scardino is joining us.
He's back.
He's optimistic on Dart, hoping Wilson would play good enough so we could watch and observe for a year. Yeah, I guess that was the plan. But,
you know, and Wilson and what you call, I was hoping that too, but you know what I mean. There's a couple things I'll say about Wilson in a minute. The other said he said he's happy for Jones. Dable has to go.
Yeah,
you know,
people can read.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see that part.
It's the first one, and then we have a comment from Restream.
Yeah, that. Excuse me, that's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
Oh, you said that back?
Yeah, I said that. I come
That's
change
weird.
that.
I forget that's changed, but yeah, by design.
Because we're using them to like get
to get it out,
chat from all of the streaming services that we post to. So
yeah, fair enough.
But this is we've seen this before with other teams. We've seen this with Michael Penix. We've seen this with numerous people. Throw the rookie in there, and they might actually have a couple good games. Does not mean they're going to be good the next year.
It doesn't mean that. It does. Look what happened with C.J. Stroud. He's in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look what's happened with. I mean, there's a number of things. Let me just say a couple things about Wilson. They should not have picked him up. To your point, Harry, they could have saved that money, put it into a little bit more of the offensive line because that's where they're lacking. And they're lacking offensive line and they're lacking coaching. They are. All right. I'm not a big proponent of Mike Kafka. All right. And I don't think Brian Dable is either. I'm I was behind Brian Dable even up to last year because of what was going on, but I don't know anymore. And Shane Bowen, this is the best on paper. This was the best defensive line. They look like garbage. All right. There's at times they have a little bit of a pass rush, but if I have to watch Abdul Carter run up to a quarterback and not sack him and just like get in his face, ooh, boogie, 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 I'm trying to make you scared. No, get your hands on him and annihilate him. Put him on the ground. You're supposed to be the second coming of LT here. Well, prove it.
No, he's not.
I know he's not. I'm just
so the Giants defense.
Guys...
I mean, the Giants defense has not been great.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of all that. We'll see what Jackson Dart does. I don't think we need to really hammer on it anymore. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's kind of predictable. I think we all did. Anybody win the over under on that?
Yeah, I did.
That was definitely Pete on that one.
The over under was 6.5, and you guys.
Now, having said that, when we chose that, it was assumed it was public knowledge that Winston was the number 2.
Was the number 2, right?
So
they weren't even suiting him up, or
so you're saying I was astronomically prescient about this, knowing what was going on.
You were incredibly amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your inability to make any logical choice paid off in dividends because it matches up with the Giants perfectly.
100%.
Sometimes the coin comes up tails and it's correct. What can I say?
Yeah, that's true. I hope he keeps his. Look, I will say this: being completely fair, I think the Giants' offensive line is better than it was last year. I think that there's moments when I think they have the most talent at the wide receiver position than they've had in a long, long time. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Their defense has been underperforming. And so
let me ask you guys this.
I think Russell Wilson is taking the attention away from a very poor performing defense and a defensive coordinator that I don't think has prepared this team to win.
Well, what concerns you more as Giant fans at this point? The fact that, okay, Russell Wilson is not good, but we might have seen that coming, or the fact that this defense, which was, supposed to be better than they are, is an understatement. But there were a lot of people that were talking them up, right? Because that's what happens. They get pumped up by the media, and then because they love to see them fall down, and then they get cut down. But is that more concerning that this defense?
Yes.
It's the defense is more concerning.
The defense is more concerning.
But it was supposed to be.
Defense is more concerning because the formula for the Giants to win is to have a good defense, and in more recent years, a great defensive line. Okay, pass rush, i.e., pass rush, run stop. Okay, the Giants have won Super Bowls with middle of the pack quarterbacks. I'm sorry, they all were middle of the pack quarterbacks who occasionally have a really good year.
How dare you?
That's how that, and they have a great defense behind them and a running game. That's how the Giants have won Super Bowls. And they're not there often. They're not in the playoffs every year.
Eli's name is the first three letters of elite, my friend. Okay.
Yeah. Well, whatever. He's not elite. He's great. I love Eli, but he's nowhere near the top 25 quarterbacks of all time. Not even close.
Is his brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know they have the same amount of Super Bowl wins. Blah 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 blah, blah whatever.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Here's the thing, and I've said this for many years. Okay, during the regular season, yes, I want Peyton every day of the week. In the postseason, give me Eli every day.
My point being is it doesn't really matter. I don't want to get into that argument because I don't care. But the big part of it is that if you look historically at the Giants quarterback output, okay, there are there's amazing spikes and peaks. And there's years and playoff games where you can't top what Eli Manning has done or Phil Simms did in 86. But overall, this is not an organization known for quarterbacks.
No, of course not.
It's defense and running. And the running backs are kind of not by committee and not necessarily big names either. No average football fan is going to argue that Otis Anderson is, better than LaDainian Tomlinson or Edwin James. It's just they're not household names, but because it was a
James
team,
out of this on that one.
It was a team effort. That's what I'm saying.
No, it is. No, you're 100% right. When they won those Super Bowls all the time, it was the defense, right? Now it was fantastic drives by Eli on both of those at the end of the games on both of those Super Bowls he won. It was ridiculous ground game running and Jeff Hostetler not, taking looking and keep on taking.
If you ask it, if it wasn't for commercials and Monday Night Football simulcast, if you were to ask an average fan to name two New York Giants, most of them would probably name Michael Strahan first because the LT crowd is dying. And second would be Lawrence Taylor, but and Eli Manning would be in there because he's more of they know him from commercials rather than his play. And who would you say? And this is nothing to do with what we're talking about with the Giants, but I just got to ask, who would you say right now, without thinking about it, off the cuff, who would you say is the best quarterback the Giants ever had? Eli Manning.
Okay,
it's not even close.
Who's the second best? I agree.
That's a tougher one. You have to say Simms because there's no third.
Well, there is.
Well, I mean,
there is.
All right, Fran Tarkenton. Yeah, but I mean,
I would actually put White third and Fran Tarkenton fourth.
Yeah, Norm Van Brocklin.
Norm Van Brocklin might be.
But when you think of Fran Tarkenton, you think of him as a Viking. When I don't think of him as.
He went to the Pro Bowls while he was at the Giants. He was the best player on those teams.
And we just
had nobody else.
And we just lost Dave Scardino, our only listener.
No, we didn't.
Okay. Well, listen, there's another team in New Jersey that we can talk about very briefly.
Yes, let's talk about them.
Despite their loss. Listen, I have optimism for the Jets. They lost in a heartbreaker last second field goal to we'll see how surprising Bucs team. Still that week one loss stings, but sort of this is what happens a lot of times with the Jets is we get a delay in seeing who and what they really are. Because
it's only played 2
weeks, and
it takes a long time for a big ship to turn.
Well, and here's the thing: I think their defense is pretty good, and I think that Justin Fields is average.
Yeah. Well, no, you're right. Well, here based on that, let's go right to I got just a quickie for you, an actual quickie, just a quickie.
We actually have a quickie. Okay, hang on.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Who's the girl in the graphic for Just a Quickie?
I don't know. Her name came up when I searched for just a quickie. Her picture came up. I searched
Jimmy, can we find it? Can we find out who that is? I'd like to.
Jimmy.
Clicked on images.
Send her a letter.
And,
I'd like to have a quickie later.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, just a quickie. So we'll start with Pete. We'll start with you.
Okay.
Which it's where this part of just a quickie is subtitled at this point in the season. Okay.
Okay.
So at this point in the season, which team will win more games this year, the Giants or the Jets? Pete.
I'm gonna go with the Jets.
All right.
I think they're a little bit shy of decent, and I think what Harry said is pretty much true. Their defense is okay, and hopefully will improve and keep Justin Fields healthy, and I think they'll be fine. I don't think he's a superstar, but he can move the ball. So,
I think it'll be the Jets. I think they have an easier schedule. I think I think combined they may have 7 wins.
4 and 3. 4 for the Jets, 3 for the Giants,
or 5 for the Jets and 2 for the Giants. I don't know, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in
That's just where my gut tells me. I'm not right on much, but I'm been pretty accurate on the amount of wins by the Giants and Jets.
We'll revisit this. I'll tell you what. We'll revisit this particular just a quickie in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In the next show after 2 other games and Jackson Dart starting and another 2 games with.
I think the Jets can beat New England. I think they can beat Miami. I think they got.
A lot's riding on next Monday's game. The Jets should beat Miami the way Miami's been playing, although Miami didn't play that bad this past week.
You never know. It's the AFC East.
That's why they play the games.
Yeah.
Right? But
interesting game with the
it was very, very interesting.
There.
It was very interesting. And on that note, for Miami, if Miami doesn't win, Dave Brown, there you go. No, Dave Brown was not the best Giants quarterback.
Wasn't the worst.
You're not wrong on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
we'll have a segment on the most forgettable Giants quarterbacks.
Yeah, Dave who? Whatchamacallit? We'll bring it back up because if Miami loses the game and the Jets do win, obviously the Jets get a win, but I think Mike McDaniels gets fired. But there you go. And Dave's laughing. There you go.
Who knows?
I have to agree with you. The Jets are going to win more games this year.
Here's my real thing real quick on all that, and we don't even need to harp on it, but all these talks about these coaches getting fired and replaced, I just don't think there's a lot of good coaching candidates out there that are available.
Mm-mm.
If Bill Belichick can't get a job coaching this round of idiots in the NFL, I don't know who can. I think it's pure luck sometimes. And I think you have to have a superstar, to win. It's just look at the teams more than ever. The teams that are winning have really good quarterbacks and protection.
Let me ask you, if the Giants for whatever reason, anything that happens this year, for some reason they decide to move on from Brian Dable.
Mm-hmm. Tom Thibodeau's available.
He brings good defense sometimes.
He does sometimes.
The guys will be tired, but
well,
they'll be playing ball. They'll be playing both ways.
Only play 9 guys on defense.
They'll only have a roster of 24 guys.
Isn't he Kaymon's uncle?
Yeah.
There's a correlation there. No, do they reach out to Mr. Belichick?
No. Belichick's time. I think Belichick. This is a reality show waiting to end. I think he'll be gone after this year in North Carolina, and he'll ride off into the sunset with a big bag of Viagra and his girlfriend, and that'll be it.
Anyway, all right. Yeah.
Well, if he does, good for him. If he does, good for him.
Yeah,
good for him. I do have to add one thing football wise. I'm very, I can't say surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm very pleased to see the Lions playing as well as they're playing.
Yeah, after a bad start.
And but to go to Baltimore and play the game they played on Monday night.
Is Baltimore the most confusing team in the last 5 years in sports?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. They are my Achilles heel. every time I think,
was it a Houston for you a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it was Houston without a doubt. Now it's been consistently been the Ravens.
But for them to play but it's like they didn't. And this comes down to coaching, right? Now I don't know if it goes all the way up to the top and it goes up to Dan Campbell, but kudos if it does, and if it doesn't, kudos to whoever needs to be kudos, if you will. But losing Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, and it's like they didn't miss a beat.
They have a lot of talent, just like the Minnesota Vikings won this week with I don't even know who their quarterback was. Doesn't matter. They have a lot of talent.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Carson. Yeah, that battle of the
that was for
battle
comedic,
of the second stringers.
That was for comedic offense,
and so was mine.
but
look, Detroit had a little stumble a couple weeks ago,
but they know who they are. They're not constantly rebuilding themselves. They've been
what you just said.
3 years now.
They got 2 new coordinators. It takes a little time to get everything in sync, especially with limited preseason games and all that. So, this may be the start of them, sort of coming roaring back. So.
Well, there you go. All right.
Let me ask you guys one other topic here, because we the question of the week, question of the day rather. That's football, I assume.
It's New York sports.
New York sports. Okay, so but I've got are they for real? I've got are they real and over under both football full, just lousy with football. But the thing I wanted to ask you about is, we talked about all last year the Chiefs and how they get calls and this and that. And when we were making our predictions a couple shows ago, we were talking about the Bills. And then John, and I think you and I both think this is their year, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. Have you guys actually looked at the Bills' schedule? Because it seems like, and of course they can't help the level of talent in their division.
It's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy. I mean, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins. This week, the Saints, then the Patriots, okay, then the Falcons, then they get a bye, then the Panthers, then the Chiefs, then the Dolphins again, then the Bucks, and who knows what the Bucks are going to be by then.
The Bucks are a team that overachieves and knows how to win. They know how to win. That's all it is.
Then the Texans, then the Steelers, who are not anything what they're supposed to be, despite a winning record.
Right.
Then the Bengals, who might have
without Burrow.
Right, but by then they might have him back.
They might not have him back. They might be being quarterbacked by Russell Wilson by that point.
Well, they're not going to bring him back.
Then the Patriots, the Browns, the Eagles, and they finish up with the Jets.
Yeah, other than the Eagles,
that is a schedule.
16-1.
They should win all those games.
That is a schedule that is tailor-made for 1 or 2 losses.
It's just like the Chiefs last year.
Yeah. So
I could see them being. How many games do we play now? 17.
17.
I could see them being 15-2, 14-3.
Yeah, I don't know who their 3 losses are going to be. I mean,
I would say 16-1. I would say they lose.
They've already beaten twice to the Eagles. Maybe
they're going to lose one. They're going to lose one in the division because they always do. A game they shouldn't lose, they're going to lose it.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be the Jets the last week of the season. But
I think
a loss to the Eagles, maybe a loss to the Chiefs.
But the Eagles is towards the end, and it might not mean anything.
Where's the Chiefs game?
Chiefs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Week 9.
Where is the game? Where is the game?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoever's listed second is home.
It's either in Buffalo.
I don't know. I just wrote the Chiefs.
It's either. Oh, you wrote it.
Well, you actually don't know that anymore. It could be in Changpao, China.
It's either in Buffalo or
could be in London. Could be. Isn't there a game in Ireland this week?
There is.
Yeah, that ought to be good. Yeah. I wonder if they'll sell beer after the third quarter.
That's right.
Right? Isn't that the rule? No beer sales after the third quarter now?
No fighting after the third quarter.
But yeah, it seems like they are getting set up. And coincidentally, the Chiefs are stumbling and falling down. So
the game November 2nd, right? The game is in Buffalo. Okay, so the Bills have a chance to win that.
Yeah. So one or
but
two.
Is that a good
losses.
thing? Is that a good thing? Because yes, okay, them having home field advantage for the AFC Championship game, I think will be fantastic. That will help. That's the one thing that'll help them. But they'll have a bye, and then they won't really have played any playoff caliber teams since the Eagles, whichever week that is in their schedule. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it hurt Kansas City last year in the Super Bowl. I think it did.
Well, look, if they have, I would say, no more than 2 losses, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't win the whole thing. That was the Chiefs last year. Right, but I mean, every time it doesn't happen for Buffalo, it gets farther and farther away from being able to redeem themselves. You know what I mean?
Which one is more of a concern? Is it Baltimore? I mean, because look, I think, and I said this early on, and I might be wrong now, but I still think I'm right. I still think whoever wins between Baltimore and Buffalo is winning the Super Bowl this year.
Well, that's going to be Buffalo. That was week 1. But I've also heard critics say that the Bills are not really that good of a team. They have holes and they have problems. Which
everybody does. I don't think there's one team that jumps out as being.
But my point is,
unbeatable.
If they go 15-2,
other than Daniel Jones in the Indianapolis Colts,
and don't win the Super Bowl, then I mean that's it. Their legacy is cemented as kind of like chokers. Like you'd have to win 3 Super Bowls to get, you know what I mean, to get away from that.
I look at everything from 30,000 feet.
A healthy Lions team will be there in the end. I have to agree with you.
They'll be somewhere in the end. It's the NFC. Yeah, there's no other team to beat other than the Eagles.
I could see, and it should have happened last year. I could see an Eagles. I could see a Bills Lions Super Bowl. That would be interesting.
I still think the Eagles are a better team than the Lions. But regardless, I just hope one thing does not happen this year. I just hope the Indianapolis Colts don't win the Super Bowl.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
All right.
Or the Colts play the Eagles, and the entire week is spent talking about the fact that Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley are both in the Super Bowl together.
Yeah. Although I'll tell you what, Saquon Barkley averaging 3.3 yards per carry. Not having
because it will. That will happen if that's the case.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
and just on the show alone, just the reels that I'm going to put up alone.
The most clicks. Yeah.
No Taylor Swift and Indianapolis and Philly, where that'll be the lowest rated Super Bowl in a long time. Anyways.
All right. How about a little Are They For Real?
Let's do it.
Style. Let's do it.
What is real?
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Pretty sure none of that's real.
You're not real.
For real, for real, for real. Yeah. What is real?
All right. Talking Are They For Real? Or in this case, well, I guess you could look at it as are they for real because they're going to win first, or are they for real because they're going to lose first? Let's go with who get the first win amongst these pairings here. So who's more for real, the 0-3 Titans or the 0-3 Texans?
0-3 Texans.
So the Texans get a win first.
Well, I don't know who each of them are playing, but yeah, I think so.
Johnny?
I have. You know what? I was going to pull up the schedule.
I don't.
Rule of thumb has to be the Texans, but yeah, let's go Texans.
All right, Texans. I will take the under and go the Titans, just for the hell of it. All right. Along those same lines, who wins first, the 0-3 Jets or the 0-3 Dolphins?
Well, that'll be settled next Monday night.
Yes, I know. Yeah. That's what I'm asking.
Jets
will win that game.
Jets will win that game. I'm just going to take the Jets. Dolphins.
I don't think either of them win this week.
It's going to be like a
tie.
This could be a 9-7 win. And looking the other way,
a 3-2 win.
3-2, yeah.
Extra innings.
1 field goal, 1 safety.
Maybe like
a stack fly in extra innings.
A 4-2. 2 safeties to 1 safety.
Oh man.
All right, let's go the other way here. Who's going to lose first? The 3-0 Bucks or the 3-0 Eagles?
Bucks.
Don't they play this week? No. Who does?
They might.
Let me pull up the schedule. Hold on, I got to pull up the schedule because
schedule.
Week
Let's see.
4. We're going into 4, right? Week 4, yeah. Okay, so the Bucks are playing.
Yeah, they did play this week.
Bucks and Eagles are playing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then it's in Philly, is it not?
No, it's in Tampa.
It is in Tampa.
Yeah,
So do the Bucks win?
This is a tough one to pick. I think the Eagles win this, though.
I do too. Bucks. To your question though, the answer is the Bucks. Who will lose first? The Bucks.
Yes. The answer to your question is yes.
So who? Well, no, we've been asking who's going to win.
You were doing your best purred happily.
So yeah. You're right. Who's going to
lose first?
Who's going to lose first? Yes.
Yeah, Tampa.
So it'll be the Bucks.
Although the fact that I picked Philly, the Tampa will win. So.
Well, just get the over/under right. Get that 1 point.
Yeah, exactly. Just pick the winner, because it doesn't matter if you pick the spread. It doesn't really help unless the winner.
That's
unless the winner
extra
covers.
Point for you. It's an extra point for you if you get the spread right.
Yeah, right. All right. So that is Are They For Real? Football edition, and we can go very quickly to over under, also the football edition.
Well, I've got no chance of losing this time.
By the way, you may notice a different musical bed here. We got flagged.
We did.
We got flagged by YouTube, I believe it was. I guess whatever that.
At least somebody's listening.
Whatever. Yeah, the bots
Whether
are
it's
listening.
a computer or something. Yeah.
The YouTube bots are listening.
I just love when YouTube flags us for our intro music, saying it's in violation because we don't own the music. I'm like, pretty sure somebody on the podcast wrote it. So,
Oh yeah. Well, right. We had to sign an affidavit, right?
Yeah.
I swear, the guy who wrote it is on the gun.
I had to do a retina scan.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to do a retinal scan. Yeah. A rectal scan? What? No.
I did that too. But they didn't even ask for it, but I did it.
That was for the that's for the foreign nations. You want to look at my eye? No.
I don't know. Somebody texted
sir.
me and said I need a rectal scan, so I said, all right.
Turn around, please. We'll verify it's you.
Yeah. They said turn your flashlight on. I was like, perfect.
All right, let's do a little over/under talking about NFL streaks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the games are being played, but I know who they're playing. So,
all right.
You guys want too much information, damn it. That defeats the whole purpose here.
All right, go.
Picking with your gut. All right, over/under Colts winning streak 8.5. So, Rams, Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, then the
Under.
Titans, Steelers, Falcons, a bye, and the Chiefs. So
Under.
Chiefs is the 8th game. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Under.
So if you go under, they're going to lose before then. If you go over, you think they're going to beat the Chiefs and lose to somebody else. Under. Okay. So the Colts, not that much faith. Yeah, I'm going to go under too. Well, I don't know who's going to beat them before the Chiefs.
The Rams.
Steelers, maybe the Falcons.
The Rams.
No, that was week 1.
No, the Rams are playing them this week. They're favored by 3.5.
The Colts played Miami week 1.
Oh, I must have screwed that up. Okay, so there we go. Well, we're all agree under. All right, let's.
Well, I'm going to put this caveat in my answer. All right, I say under, and it's what it's going to be because they're going to lose this week to LA. But if the Colts win this game against the Rams in LA this weekend, I'm going over.
Yeah.
All right. Giants losing streak. 7.5. And that is, I think I have the wrong teams here.
You have the San Francisco Giants? Because they only have 4 games left.
Let's
so
see.
Under.
Where are you, Giants? There you
are. Well, the Giants have.
The Giants play the Clippers at home. They're at New Orleans. I think they beat New Orleans, and I don't think they win again until possibly Chicago.
All right, no, here we go. All right, so we've had the Chargers, the Saints,
Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco, Chicago, Green Bay, Detroit, New England, Washington, New England.
So, man, the internet is so slow today.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Commanders,
Under.
Cowboys,
Under.
Chiefs, Chargers, Saints, Eagles, Denver, the Eagles.
Look, if the Giants do lose to the Saints, if the Giants do lose to the Bears, then that next week in Philly on October 9th, I should be their head coach.
I think the three of us should be.
Well, we need
all
coordinators.
Right, so,
well, yeah, there we go. We'll do all three jobs.
All right, so we going over?
I'm going under.
Under. They're going to win before.
They'll win before that. 7.5. Under.
They're going to win in 2 weeks.
All right.
Hope they win this weekend.
Wait, are you asking? Will they win before 7.5 weeks?
When will the losing streak end?
Yeah, it'll be before that 7.5.
So under, yeah.
Okay, I'll go over just for the heck of it.
Yeah,
and
which is a good bet.
Yeah, could happen. Maybe the rookie will be great behind center. 49ers winning streak.
But you don't want them to be. You don't want them to be great. You want them to continue losing.
Yeah, so I can win this.
Okay.
Or nothing.
Just wanted to make sure we're speaking the same language. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're contradicting yourself.
Well, no, I said maybe he will.
I'll
be wrong and he'll be good.
Maybe I'll be right and they'll lose another 8 games because maybe the rookie quarterback will be great.
Well, maybe he'll be great.
Sounds like a
win.
Donald Trump
maybe they'll win and I'll be wrong.
Maybe
if he's good, then they'll win.
Hey. Russell Wilson was fantastic against the Cowboys and they still lost the game. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right.
It could be great and I could be right.
That's right.
All right. 49ers winning streak 7.5. So
will they lose before 7.5 games?
Losing before is under. Losing after 7.5 is over.
Right. So in other words, will they win 8 straight games?
No.
Or less?
No.
Hold on. Let's look what they got. Hold on. Right now,
they barely beat the Cardinals.
They're playing the Jags. Then they're going to lose to the Rams. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Under. I don't even need to look at their schedule.
So they got the Jags, the Rams, the Bucks, the Falcons, the Texans, the Giants.
They might not even be over 500 in that span.
So under for them.
Under.
All right. We'll call it Rams. 49ers. Under.
All right. What else?
You know what? I'm going to go under. Fuck the 49ers. All right. And,
well, they're hurt and they're not that good.
I know, but they're winning.
Well, they beat the Cardinals. I didn't even know the Cardinals were still in the NFL.
Does Arizona still have a team?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, the Cardinals were surprising the first couple weeks, but
they played shit teams.
Well, you got to beat the shit teams in front of you. They don't make the schedule, except for the Bills.
Yeah.
Bills make the schedule.
Now we've got a Bills conspiracy. I love it.
All right. Well, you got to have some sort of conspiracy.
You know that lobbying power in Buffalo.
We got 3 factories left here.
That's right.
Hey, they're responsible for something everybody watching football almost every week eats. So there you go.
All right, Bills winning streak 8.5. So they're 3-0 now. They got the Saints, Pats.
So you're saying they got to win 6
more games? Yeah, over.
Yeah, to go over, they got to win 6. So they got
over.
Saints, Pats, Falcons, Panthers, Chiefs, Dolphins.
Over.
I'll go over 2, just for the hell of it.
All right. You know, it's the Chiefs can't be this bad, right? But
they're not that bad.
But I don't think they're gonna be able to hang with the Bills.
No, I don't either.
All right, I'm gonna go over 2. So we only disagree on 1. So there we go. So Colts under 8.5. Giants. That's their winning streak. Giants losing streak. You guys go under. I go over 7.5. 49ers winning streak. We all go under 7.5. Bills winning streak. We all go over 8.5.
By the way, this music is not great. Sorry.
Hey, it's a lounge. It's a lounge. We're sitting in a lounge doing
it's lounge.
gambling.
We're sitting around smoking cigars, drinking brandy, and
my humidor is right
All right.
there.
I don't know.
there it is, right there.
You're old. You had to turn the chair.
No, I'm backwards. So like, if I go this way, I think I'm going.
I got you.
This way.
All right,
It's
so
there.
that is over under.
Over, under, out.
Over, under, and out.
There we go.
Or lounge predictions.
There you go.
Yes, lounge. That maybe that should be the name of the segment.
Lounge predictions. I like
Lounge
that.
predictions.
The over under lounge prediction.
Let's just. Can we edit one thing?
There you go.
Simple.
Okay,
All right,
so
the music has ended. And
the music is in.
And I'm waiting for the massage to begin.
No, the massage is over, my friend.
Oh, it is? I didn't even know.
The music ended. The lap dance has ended.
All right. Well, that's
So,
too bad.
do we have any other football? Oh, maybe. No, everything's baseball, right?
Whenever you want, everything's baseball. Well, I mean, the New York. We could do the question of the day.
Question of the day.
Wanna do
Which
the
was
question of the day?
other sports. It's sports in general. So
Yeah, do it.
All right, let's do the question of the day. Why not?
Can I raise a practical question at this point?
Well, if you just answer the question.
Do you want it? Are you sure? Well, here it is. The question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
yes, indeedy do. All right. This week's question of the day is four gotta stay. Question of the day, four gotta stay.
Bringing back the oldies.
Bringing back the olds, foreshadowing maybe another old time segment that we used to do coming back a little bit later in the show tonight. But we're doing four gotta stay. And the topic of four gotta stay this show is New York sports icons.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Four out of how many?
New York sports icons. I'm going to give you 35.
Okay, excellent.
You need to keep 4 of them.
31.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
I'm giving you 6. You need to keep 4.
Okay, excellent.
4 got to stay. 2 got to go. Write this down. Write these down.
Write
these down. Here we go. Ready?
Fire away.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yep.
Lawrence Taylor.
One going already.
We got it.
Walt Clyde Frazier.
All right. Yep. All right. Who else next?
Dishin and Swishin. Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter.
So far, ain't nobody going.
Mark Messier.
Nah, well, he's gone. Fuck hockey. He's not even in New York. He's not even in New York. He's Canadian. He's
Hey.
Whatever.
Number 5. Number 5. They haven't done in almost 100 years.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Mike
legal.
Piazza. Mike Piazza.
Oh, yeah, he's gone too.
Jeez.
Who's
Harry and I
number
might have the same list.
6? Who's number 6?
Joe Namath. Joe Willie.
Oh God, this is getting hard.
It's going to be hard to keep.
Maybe Mark Messier's back.
This is like
Lawrence
kinda
Taylor,
like-
Walt Clyde Frazier, Derek Jeter, Mark Messier, Mike Piazza, and Joe Willie Namath.
This is like all-time greats versus sort of like almost not like one-trick ponies, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I mean, that's not
All-time
exactly the right
great
phrase.
versus drunk had a couple good years.
Like one-hit wonders. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I could have put all Giants and Yankees. I mean,
I think next time we should
Then I
have
would have kept 2.
drunkest New York athletes of all time.
and where would David Wells be on that list for you?
Oh, high, but not as high as Mickey Mantle.
Not as high as Mickey Mantle.
Yeah, that's
Babe
true.
Ruth.
Yeah,
Or Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence
Mick
Taylor.
is way up there.
No, never mind.
That's both, trust me.
All right. Lawrence Taylor, Walt Clyde Frazier, Derek Jeter, Mark Messier, Mike Piazza, Joe Willie Namath. Radio Pete, kick us off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take Piazza off.
You are.
Yeah, because I think
All right.
pretty much everybody here won, right? Did Frazier win a title?
He won 2, baby, and was in 3.
Yeah.
Frazier won. Frazier won.
Two.
Frazier won 2. Derek Jeter won 5.
7. LT won 2 or 3. Messier
won 1.
One with the Rangers, but he won a couple with some other team, didn't he?
Yeah, he won 4 with Edmonton.
He won 4 in a row with Edmonton.
And Namath won 1.
Namath won 1. He was lucky.
But it was one of the most iconic moments in sports ever. So I'm going to keep Joe Willie.
All right.
So Piazza has to go. And it really just comes down, and you know what? I'm not a Rangers fan. It's so funny, John, you and I were talking at the end of last show about talking more hockey, and here's Harry going, fuck hockey.
Exactly. Like, what do we say? Maybe we can expand our.
You guys can have your own show.
Like
I'm gonna cancel the hockey picks that I had planned for later this year. That's out. So it really comes down to my hatred for I don't know. Clyde he was great. No question about that.
Hey, you can't dish and swish without thinking of Walt.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I think he's the best Nick of all time. And that's controversial, but he's the best New York Nick of all time. And I'll argue that. Whoever wants to argue it with me, please, let's do it.
And I can't really, it's hard to hate on him because even though I'm not a Knicks fan and, I've always been taught you must hate the other team.
He's amazing. Everybody loves for Clyde.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Clyde will stay. And LT's a fucking cokehead and child molester, so LT goes.
So Piazza and LT.
Derek Jeter. Yeah. So Clyde, Jeter, Messier, and Namath. Yeah.
All right, Harry.
I'm gonna change the rules. Only 3 deserve to be on this list. Lawrence Taylor is the best defensive player in the history of the NFL. Derek Jeter is the best quarterback. Best shortstop in the history of baseball, and the best quarterback in New York. And Walt Frazier's the best Nick of all time. All 3 of them have got to go. Mark Messier is great. I love Mark Messier. I don't think of New York when I think of Mark Messier. I'm sorry. Joe Namath is the most overrated New York sports icon of all time, and Mike Piazza is no Mike Piazza is no Gary Carter.
You need to pick one of the other.
I don't need to pick.
You do. For this list, you need to pick one of the other 3.
I'll pick Joe Namath just because I like when he drunkenly flirts with the sideline reporters.
Can I kiss you? Can I kiss you? I want to kiss you.
Because it proves my point.
All right. There you go. All right. There we go. That's our throwback to question today for Gotta Stay. All right. Thank you, gents, for our 5th anniversary show.
Now, let me say something, okay? There might have been a couple other Mets from that 86 team.
We may do this again. Yeah. In a different.
There's a certain first baseman.
I agree with you. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Who I think is more of a New York icon than Mike Piazza. I think he was more New York. I think he was around New York more often, and he was on Seinfeld.
He was on Seinfeld. Well, that makes it right there.
Right.
Hey, pretty boy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's as we head into baseball, let me ask you one thing. We talked about this last show. I asked you guys if we should put Kyle Schwarber on the NL MVP list, and we all agreed yes. Mm-hmm. So we only have 4 or 5 games left in the season. So we had previously, because it was my list, I had included Juan Soto after he had a pretty good June. So we had Ohtani, Pete Crow Armstrong, and now we're replacing Kyle Schwarber, replacing Juan Soto with Kyle Schwarber. So the rankings, I had Ohtani, Crow, Armstrong, and then Soto. You guys had Pete Crow Armstrong first, Ohtani second, and Soto third. With Schwarber in place of Juan Soto, do you want to revise your rankings here right at the end of the year? Yeah. Do you want to rank him third, just leave him third, behind Armstrong and Ohtani?
I do.
I might want to replace somebody. Trey Turner. 305.
There's no replacing.
815 OPS. Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong. Fuck Ohtani. I'm so sick. He pitched 3 innings the other day. Wow, his stuff is so amazing.
Through 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I mean, that was very, very, very good deal by the Mets to get rid of Pete Crow Armstrong so we get Javi Baez for 2 months. That was fantastic. Fantastic planning. Awesome.
But
awesome.
Where is Pete Crow Armstrong? He's dropped off quite a bit.
Well, he was one of the favorites at the time we did the list. So, do you want to put Schwarber first or maybe second?
I don't want to push.
You had Pete Crow Armstrong first. I'm telling you, you can revise your rankings, John.
Well, where is Pete Crow Armstrong? Let's see.
If you want to change the numbers, you can do that.
Is he even playing anymore?
Yeah,
practically.
He's playing right now.
Pete Crow Armstrong stats.
I mean, average-wise, I don't think he's in the top.
Right now, unfortunately, his team is winning 4-0.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. I don't know. It's I guess you got to put Ohtani ahead of Schwarber, but those two would be 1 and 2. Armstrong would be 3.
All right, so Ohtani 1, Schwarber 2. Armstrong 3. I agree with you. I
mean, Kyle Schwarber's got 130 RBIs.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's an all-star MVP. All-star game MVP.
Yeah, he just can't play the field.
Yeah.
You don't have to anymore.
I'm just looking at Pete Crow Armstrong's stats right now. It's not
very impressive.
Yeah, he's dropped close.
He's tailed off dramatically.
I would have to put Schwarber in front of Ohtani.
So Schwarber won.
I don't think he can. I mean,
I can. And trust me, my disdain for the Dodgers and Ohtani
even more than the Phillies. Huh?
More than the Phillies, yeah.
Yeah, Pete Crow Armstrong hitting 246. He does have 29 homers and 90 RBIs, but his second half is
not what his first half.
Yeah, he's not an MVP.
Yeah, John, I'm almost. I am tempted, but I'm not going to do the same thing. I thought about it too, but I love me some Shohei, so he stays.
Everybody does, except John.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, listen, it's a big bandwagon. So
Shohei and Tay. I'm kind of over both of them.
All right.
I know I'm going to get canceled for saying that.
Schwarber.
You're going to have a huge following if people find out.
Am I going to get canceled for saying that?
No, people are going to love you. Finally,
I mean, you got to go with Ohtani. I mean, his numbers are and he's pitching again. I mean, he's the MVP.
Yeah.
He's got a 1.001 OPS. It's just, I mean, and it's
and then and they won the West, so you can't say, oh well, the Phillies won, but the Dodgers didn't win their division. So
right. I mean, the only person who I think dwarfs him at the plate this year and is Judge, because I mean his numbers are just that much better. I mean, Judge hitting 325 with a 1.121 OPS after missing almost 3 weeks, almost a month. Has 50 home runs again, 110 RBIs or whatever it is. I mean, yeah, I understand Cal Raleigh's having a great year, but I think we just take those numbers for granted. You can't. 325 in today's game is 350.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Back when more than 5 people hit over 300 in the league.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, listen, we let me just do a little quick housekeeping here. We had Mike Trout really hit 400 home runs. We all knew that was going to happen. It happened Saturday, I think, or whatever. So that was an easy one. Here's just a reminder. I know we still have some games left, but over under home runs for the season. Judge was 48.5. You guys picked under. Yours truly picked the over. So a winner. I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Alonso 39.5. Johnny, you and I took the over. Harry, you took the under. I don't know how many he has now. How many does he have now?
I'll look right now.
Alonzo?
Yeah.
I think 42. No.
Let's see. Pete Alonso, where are you?
37.
37. So he could get there. Otani, we went 44.5. And he has 30 something.
53.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the American League. Oh, sorry.
Otani is 53.
53. Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So you guys took the under. I took the over. And then Cal Raleigh, 62.5. And we all took the under. And he's got 58.
58.
So 4 more games. He would have to hit 5 more to set the new American League record and go over. So
could do it.
He could do it.
Okay.
We will follow up on that at the end of the regular season. Well, at our show in 2 weeks, we'll go. And we got to do the Yankees against the division opponents versus non-division opponents in the September. So I have a few things that'll come up in a couple of weeks and a little bit of housekeeping to see how much I spanked you guys based on these results today.
Based on those results, yeah, absolutely.
I'm killing you. So,
You are.
what else we got for baseball? Do we even know how we still just waiting on the last wild card? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, my question to you guys is: We're
waiting on a lot of things.
Yeah. Are the Mets going to get to the playoffs?
Boy, they're not making it easy.
But not because they're good, because no one else is as.
Well, they really suck lately, don't they?
Oh, they're terrible.
Well,
they're like 20-48 or something over. They're horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, they're 1 game ahead of Arizona, and they're losing right now. I don't know what Arizona's doing. Do they have the tiebreaker with Arizona?
No, they're 1 game.
And the Reds, by the way, the team that I said the Reds are going to be there in the end.
Yeah, I think the Reds are maybe more of a threat than Arizona, because we've only got a couple games left. But yeah, it's going to be like if they can hang on, I think they will. It's going to be like
Diamondbacks play the Dodgers tonight, and the Reds I don't think played today.
No, they have to play today.
Do
Wednesday.
they?
Yeah, they have to. It's Wednesday, and it's the end of the season. Then I have a Wednesday.
They're down 2-1 to the Pirates. I'm sorry, in the 9th inning.
Oh, good. So there you go. So if both teams lose, the Mets will, no matter what happened, even if they lose, they'll stay 1 game ahead. But
unless the Diamondbacks win.
I just said if both teams lose.
Oh, I thought you meant the Mets. If the Mets lose and the Reds lose.
No. So we'll see what happens. But
the Mets could still win.
Oh, and I was wrong. The Dodgers have not clinched the division. Sorry, that was my mistake. No. I was thinking of the Brewers.
There you go.
Yeah, if the Mets get in, it's going to be like the longest backing in, like an entire second half of the season of backing into the.
And remember, for the first 2 months of the season, they were the best team in baseball and had the best pitching staff in baseball.
Since then, they're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of pitching,
now, on that note, hold that thought. On that note, because I know where you're going. I think I know where you're going. On that note, if they don't make the playoffs, if they're just out of it come Sunday, they're out of it. They don't make the playoffs. Is this a worse collapse than 07 and 08?
It's the most enjoyable.
All right. I'm not asking you, Harry. Pete, is this a worse collapse than 07 and 08? Or
it's delightful.
No.
For Harry. Excellent. I'm gonna say yes. Well, who was the owner back then?
The Wilpons.
Right. And they were terrible.
No, they were actually very good in the beginning of both seasons until August.
No, I mean the Wilpons.
The owners.
Oh, the owners were always terrible.
They're just about the fucking worst owners. So amongst the worst owners the Mets have ever had.
Yeah.
But now you got the guy who cheated his way to wealth, and
well, everybody cheats their way to wealth. No one becomes a millionaire by pulling themselves up.
He's the best owner in all of sports. He's the magic man.
So I think that, and for that reason,
free seats, and
for that reason, I think it's worse.
Just listen to that Yankee pissed off at Juan Soto dripping out.
No, we got Bellinger and Fried instead. I'll take those two over.
Aren't the Yankees like 12-7 or 13-7 or something in the month of September? So
Yankees have the best record in baseball in the last 2 months.
They didn't need Juan Soto, but no, I think it's worse because you've got an owner who wants to win. He's going to spend money. This guy's everything that the Wilpons were not. Right. The one similarity is maybe they want the back page, but Uncle Steve is not that not at all like the Wilpons. I think he likes the back page, but he doesn't do shit. I think he does.
I don't see.
I think every owner likes to be in the headlines. For good things, of course. For good things.
I think. By the way, I do think the Mets make the playoffs.
I think it's worse because you got a guy who wants to win. The Wilpons just, were nickel and diming everything, and
that's all they were doing.
Mets did well despite their ownership. So I would say this is really, and I didn't buy into on paper they look so great and they're going to be fantastic, but after the first couple of months, you sort of went, wow, these guys are pretty good, and now it's falling apart.
It is,
and I don't want to put it all on any one person or any one thing. But
I got you.
If you got a first time manager, how the hell is he supposed to know when a team that's built to be good is falling apart?
They end the season with Miami, which on paper you would think would be easy, but Miami's
not
a bad team, and they've been hot in the second half.
Hey, Miami's better than Washington, and Washington beat the Mets 2 out of 3 over the weekend.
Miami's been very good in the second half of the season.
They're 4 games back of the Mets.
I know.
Now the Mets are not good, but I mean,
it is
3 games under 500. That's not terrible.
When you look at what the Mets record has been since the first 2 months of the season, it's kind of shocking that they're still in the wild card.
Because nobody else has been able to make enough ground.
Nobody else is stepping it up. There's a lot of 500 teams.
But it's been creeping and the Diamondbacks and the Reds have been creeping and creeping.
Diamondbacks and the Reds, and in the American League, there's no creeping, man. I don't think anybody wants Cleveland to get into the playoffs because I don't think anybody wants to play them the way that they're playing right now. They are hot.
Yeah. And Pete, what stadium is that in our background right
now? That's a great question. Discount Drug Mart, Union Home, Sherman-Williams, Progressive. I don't know.
Well, the Mets are down 5-0, so
was 4-0 a minute ago. So
hopefully they can make a comeback here.
Wait, do you know what stadium it is?
I don't. I was asking you.
Oh no, I have no idea.
So anyway,
we'll have to look up where Discount Drug Mart is.
We'll have to find that out. Yeah.
And listen, I am happy about my Mariners. I told you weeks ago they were coming for the Astros, and they have. So,
all right. Now, I got one more question, and I'm going to preface this by saying, let's get on with it and not harp on this. I just want a yes or a no.
Okay.
All right.
What? No harping?
Yeah.
Does for all the talk around the league, everybody's saying that Big Dumper deserves the AL MVP. Agree? Or maybe does somebody in the Bronx deserve it?
I think Judge deserves it. I don't give a shit, though. Just like Nikola Jokic deserved it more. It just seems like it's they're going to give it to Raleigh. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. As long as the Yankees beat Seattle in the playoffs, if they see them, I don't give a crap.
I think he deserves it. I think it's very close either way. I think you can make a case, Raleigh.
Okay.
Because he's a catcher, and look, if the Mariners, weren't in the playoffs and weren't leading the division by 4 games with 4 games left, if they were and also ran or just out of it or something, then I would say okay.
Based on that though, the MVP is who is the most valuable player for your team? Based on the most valuable players for all the other teams, right?
Well, in theory.
If in theory, right. So if Raleigh were not on the Mariners, would they suffer as much as Judge not being on the Yankees?
Raleigh's been there the whole year. Judge missed a few weeks.
They'll both suffer. But would the Mariners suffer more than with missing Raleigh than the Yankees would suffer missing Judge?
Judge has missed some time over the years here and there, right? Yet the Yankees, I mean, when can you say they were horrible?
They're way better with
him. But my point is, when were they like, Judge is out and we have no shot at anything?
When Judge was out this year. I mean, they won some games, but they didn't win as many. They're better with them. So yeah, I'm not trying to lead you anywhere. I'm not trying to lead
those players.
I'm asking you a serious question. Who do you think?
I think Raleigh.
If Aaron Judge played for the New York Mets, Pete wouldn't even be having this conversation.
I think you have to look. I think you have to look at the position too.
I think you do. And Aaron Judge has half an arm and is hitting 80 points higher, has a higher OPS, and with missing games is within striking distance. He's also the fourth player in the history of the game to have 4 seasons with 50 or more home runs.
Well, that doesn't count for this year's MVP, though.
And 2 of them, I think it does. And 2 of them were during the steroid era.
To do with it? Yeah. So he's a steroid user, is what you're saying.
No, he's not.
Look, I think they're this far apart.
I think because
Raleigh is giving you that production from the catcher spot, which nobody ever does. When's the last time a catcher hit 58 or 60 or whatever home runs that he hits up with? Johnny Bench? Who? I don't know. I think that makes him more valuable because it's from that position.
Because of the power? He's hitting 246. So I could name a lot of catchers who've had better offensive seasons when you're not just looking.
Kyle Schwarber's in the MVP discussion now. What's his average?
I did say, but I don't think Kyle Schwarber is close to being MVP when you're comparing him with Aaron Judge.
Well, they're in different leagues, but he's there because of his power.
Sure. In the National League.
Right.
The most home runs.
I'm saying
and that's why I said you can't argue for him over Ohtani, because Ohtani is by far having a better overall year offensively, and he pitches, and Schwarber doesn't even play the field. So that's that hurts your argument, because I do give credit to Raleigh. He's a good, maybe not the best ever, but he's a good catcher, and he does play catcher more often than not.
The most home runs Mike Piazza ever hit with the Mets in 99 was in 99. It was 40. And he never hit 40 again. It was 38, 36, 33, 11, 20, 19. And similar numbers with the Dodgers. He only hit 40 once with the Dodgers. So, yeah.
And I agree with your point. You have to adjust. It's very rare that you see a catcher hitting close to 300, especially in today's game. If they are, it usually doesn't come with the RBIs and the, power numbers that you see from Raleigh. Right. And I'm not saying
they might hit with power, but maybe not hit a lot of home runs. Right?
I'm not saying that Raleigh doesn't deserve to be in the conversation. And I am expecting him to win MVP.
The most home runs that Johnny Bench ever hit was in 1970 at 45. In 72, he had 40. Everything else was in the 30s and 20s.
Yeah, he also had 148 RBIs in 1970.
No, we're talking home runs. That's why he asked the question about the home runs, so that's what I did.
But my point being is that I don't think it's worth talking about. We're already talking about it too much. Nikola Jokic had a much better season than what's his face, but it was predetermined, and it's predetermined now because we're taking for granted what Aaron Judge does. Well, someday somebody's going to look back on Aaron Judge and go, "Wow, especially if you can pull off winning a World Series.
Well,
and I like Raleigh. I think Raleigh, there's nobody else in the American League in the discussion for MVP. Nobody else.
Yeah. And also, listen, it's not, it would be nice if it was really decided about, if it was decided by the people who make the decision about who is more valuable to his team. And then this discussion that we're having would be worth having, but it's really not decided that way. I agree with you. I think it's Raleigh's. I also happen to think he's more valuable to the Mariners than Judge's to the Yankees, but that's just my opinion. But the people who are deciding this are not deciding it because of how they feel one way or the other. Raleigh's a better story.
Against that. Kyle Raleigh had a great pre-trade deadline season. He was on pace to do exactly what he's doing right now, and he's kept that up. He has not had a dip. He's been consistent all year long. The Mariners weren't even in the wild card conversation before they went out and unloaded and spent a shit ton of money at the All-Star break, getting to fill a lot of holes on their team. So I don't know.
All right.
Was that just you wanted a yes or no?
Yeah.
I just want a yes or no.
Yes or no. I know. So all right. So look, I'll end this here. Harry says it should be Aaron Judge, but Raleigh's going to win it, and he doesn't care. Pete says it's going to be Raleigh because he wants Raleigh to get it.
And it should be Raleigh.
There you go.
I think it should be.
All right. All right. There you go. That wraps that one up. All right.
All right.
So now you mentioned pitching though. You said speaking of pitchers. No, Pete.
Oh, I saw the blurb today just in passing. Paul Skeens, $1.97 ERA for the season, I think.
Crazy.
Pretty good.
His team sucks. Should he win Cy Young?
Yeah.
I don't know. Cy Young's different than MVP.
Is it?
Yeah, Cy Young's the absolute best pitcher in baseball.
And you don't think MVP is the best player in baseball?
No.
Well, okay.
I think it gets looked at that way more than it should, but I don't think it's ever truly chosen by the people who choose it, as I think this guy helped his team the most. I think it's more about popularity and a story, and it's not fair.
All right. Well, at least we agree on that.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Fair enough. But speaking of National League pitchers,
yes,
I think we need to bring back another segment.
Yes. Oh, I think. Hang on here. I'm not sure if I thought. Oh, it is here. Okay, cool. I think.
By the way, Skeens is just over 2 now. Unfortunately, 2.03.
Oh, fuck him. He's
still pretty amazing.
All right,
10 and 10. I wonder what he would be on the. If he was on any other team.
Jacob deGrom won a Cy Young at 10 and 9.
Yeah.
But
he didn't play the whole year.
Yeah, sure. Anyway.
Well, I guess my main point would be hopefully it's a sign that he's going to be good. Maybe not this good, but really good for a number of years. And
that's true. No, he will.
Yeah. He will.
He will. I think he will be. But you like to see that.
How old is he? 23.
He's young. He's just mid-20s, 25, I think.
Yeah. If that.
Anyway.
23.
Anyway.
23.
23. Yeah. So he'll go somewhere. That'll be a bidding war. Yeah, anyway, so this is our what?
The Mets will get him.
No.
This is our 500th. No, he'll go to somewhere like Texas or something as they make a bid to win something and flame out, 8 months later.
Exactly.
So this is our 500th episode, or
no, it's fifth year anniversary.
5th year anniversary. So we were talking about bringing back some of our oldies but goodies from previous years.
And we did before Gotta Stay. We brought that back before.
So we're also going to bring back one we used to do with football, but we've got a baseball edition. So since we're in
I think it was sports neutral.
Sports neutral. We started with football and we went from there.
Yeah. But I put the sounder in the football thing, so that's why
that's fine.
That works
back there. But I'll switch it as soon as we hear about old balls. There we go.
All right.
Take it away, Harry. Who is our old balls?
All right, our old balls. Look, it's anniversary edition. You could pick almost anybody you want. this is based solely on me having, I think, an aneurysm starting from watching the New York Yankees, who have, by all metrics, some of the best starting pitching in baseball over the last few months. But they can't get through the 6th inning. And then I have to watch Devin Williams and Tim Hill and a diminished Luke Weaver and Freddie Cruz. And when you rely on 5 relievers, these nutheads who can't pitch more than 1 inning, one of them is going to melt down. And I just can't stand it. So it makes me sound like an old guy to say to go back. But today's recipient of old balls is, I think, with the exception of maybe Cy Young, the most underrated and, quite frankly, the best pitcher to pitch in the 20th century. And that is none other than Mr. Bob Gibson. And I won't go into this too long. If you don't know who Bob Gibson is, I feel sorry for you. Do a search. But here is what now this is just the World Series, okay? He started 9 games in 3 different World Series, okay? Now, he never won World Series, I don't think. Or maybe, no, I don't think. Yes, he did. I'm sorry. But he pitched 9 games over 3 different World Series, okay? Guess how many innings he pitched?
In 9 games?
9 games.
81.
Was it 81 or did he?
It was 81.
81.
Because it could not have been any more. Mm-hmm. And if it did go into extra innings, he would have pitched more. He pitched every inning of every game that he started in the World Series. He was a 2-time World Series MVP. Okay? Paul Skeens is great. Okay? But Bob Gibson's ERA in the World Series. Okay? He gave up, in 81 innings, he gave up 17 earned runs and had an ERA of 1.89.
That's ridiculous. And didn't he pitch like one of those games? He pitched like on 2 days rest or something like that.
Probably.
I think that was him.
Yeah. Here's my point to all of this. Aaron Boone, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, you're all grown men. Give him the fucking ball. Because you, with an arm that's dying after 100 pitches, is way easier for me to swallow and deal with than Devin fucking Williams in the 7th inning. Please, if we could cut it down to 2 relievers in the playoffs, okay, I might be able to do Duvall and Bednar. I might. I don't know yet. Can we just let them pitch? Let them pitch. I mean,
it might be too late though.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, are we far enough into this?
Yes.
Pattern here, right? Where, yes. and is this do they do the same thing in college? They let them pitch a little bit longer in college, don't they? Or do they yank them after 6?
Yeah, they yank them.
Or they yank them after, because if
nobody is playing college anymore,
if nobody is pitching 7 or 8 or 9 innings before they maybe even if they get to the minors, then how is anybody ever gonna, you know what I mean?
They pull people who are pitching no hitters.
Yeah, it's become so entrenched that it would take a crazy experiment, and maybe all we need is one team.
Yeah,
but no, I don't think anybody operates that way, right? And not even like the Pirates or who else is terrible? The Nationals are terrible, and the Rockies. Like, why not just let the guy go, let him pitch until he absolutely gets in trouble? Could you really? Is it gonna you're only gonna win 12 games instead of 15 or 18 instead of 21 or so? You know what I mean? Like, try it somewhere.
Their bullpen makes me so nervous because if you have 5 guys pitching and 4 of them pitch perfect innings,
right?
There's one that's gonna fucking get shellacked.
It only takes one. Yeah.
And it drives me absolutely insane. And they can't pitch back-to-back days. They can only pitch 1 inning. Suck it up. Suck it up, motherfuckers. The playoffs are coming. We got to improve. Beating the White Sox barely in 10 innings is not impressive. God, Bob Gibson, baby. Use a man. I'll take an Andy Pettit again. But Bob Gibson. He was playing against bullshit. He would strike out Cal Rowley and Aaron.
Doesn't work when he's talking.
Forget that. Aaron Judge would be swinging at it in the dirt. Bob Gibson.
Close enough. Bob Gibson and his old balls. All right, there we go.
All right.
All right.
You got anything else for baseball?
I got one other thing it's kind of baseball related. I have to say this. We'll file this under. How do I want to file this under? Interesting sports fact of the week. Interesting sports fact of the week. So it requires no answer. It requires no answer from either one of you.
Oh, okay.
It's just me giving it.
Well, that doesn't mean we're not gonna say anything.
Now this is from 3.5 weeks ago, but on August 29th, 2001. Follow me here. On August 29th, 2001, Serena Williams won the U.S. Open, or won at the U.S. Open, not won the U.S. Open, won at the U.S. Open on that day. On this day, Serena Williams won at the U.S. Open. Albert Pujols hit a home run, and Vlad Guerrero Sr., Craig Biggio, and Dante Bichette all recorded a hit. On August 29th, 2022, so 21 years later, all right, Serena Williams won at the U.S. Open, Albert Pujols hit a home run, and Vlad Guerrero Jr., Kevin Biggio, and Bo Bichette all recorded a hit.
Isn't Bo Bichette a Star Wars character?
That's Boba Fett. I just thought that was interesting.
That's interesting.
All that happened.
August 29th, 01 and August 29th, 22.
I'm going to let you guys wrap up because I need to skedaddle.
Do you have... Oh, all right. Well, let me know. Do you have time to do picks?
Yeah, let's do them real quick.
All right, let's do football picks really quickly here. Pull that.
Place your bets, please. Place your bets, please. Place your bets, please.
All right. So that is we actually have our picks. We can show you graphics today. But very quickly, let's remind everybody about the rules. There we go. It's going to be a running joke, folks. All right, so here's our week 3 picks. LA at Philly, Green Bay at Cleveland, New Jersey at Tampa Bay. The Jets at Tampa Bay, and Detroit at Baltimore. We all took Philly. The coin took the under. We all took Green Bay except for the coin who took Cleveland and the under. We all took Green Bay and the over. Johnny took the Jets in the under. Everybody else took Tampa Bay in the under. Baltimore, we all took Baltimore. Well, you all took Baltimore except for me. I had faith in Detroit, and it paid off. And here's how it worked out for us. You guys sucked last week.
That was good. Compared
you had 5. You picked up 5.
That's the best I've ever done.
We all did good with Philly. The coin got 2. Cleveland point. We got 0 from the Green Bay Cleveland game.
Yeah, okay.
That was a loss. But the coin got 4, so that was good for them. And we all got 1 for the Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay didn't cover, so it doesn't matter who you picked. And we all took the under, so nobody got a point for that. And then Baltimore and Detroit, you and John got 1. Coin got 1, and I got 4 because I took Detroit and the over. So me 26, John 25, the coin 20, and Harry 14. So still wide open. We're only heading into game 4. And
here we go. What do we got this week?
So this week, let's see. Who are we picking this week? Anybody?
We got the Rams at the Eagles.
We got the Rams. Wait a minute. Where are the?
That's week 3.
That's week 3.
Can I repick these?
Now that you know what's going on.
I'll still get 1 wrong.
Did you do the graphic? Because I didn't give you my
No, I couldn't do the graphic because he didn't give me.
All right,
your...
let's just go for him. I'll let you know what I'm picking here.
Let's see, we got him here. All right, so we have KC at Baltimore, Kansas City at Baltimore. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do the Monday night game first.
All right,
it's the coin.
Coin took Jets and the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins minus 2.5. The over/under is 44.5. JJ, let's start with you.
It's going to be over. And what's the spread? Jets again.
Dolphins Jets, minus 2.5.
Dolphins minus 2.5.
So the Jets are getting 2.5.
Jets. I'm picking the Jets and the over.
Yeah, I got the same.
I'm going to go the same.
Okay.
And I forget what the coins picks. I did the coins picks, but I don't remember. Okay. Next up, we have, what did I say? Baltimore and the Chiefs.
Baltimore and the Chiefs, yeah.
Where's the Baltimore and the Chiefs game? Oh, FanDuel. You need help. Okay, here we go. Kansas City plus 2.5 at home. Over under 48. Harry, you're first.
I like Baltimore in the over.
Same thing, Baltimore in the
over. Okay. I'll take I'll take Baltimore, but I'll take the under. We'll see.
Got two dogs so far.
Couple of dogs, yeah. What else did we have? Let me see. I got them listed here somewhere.
Well, Baltimore and Kansas City was whose game?
We got
that was Harry's game. All right, yeah. So John, what's your game?
Colts and Rams. Jets and Dolphins. Colts and Rams.
Colts and Rams. Let's pull up the old spread here. Colts and Rams. See, this is what happens when you have to look on the thing live. Okay, LA is at home. It's LA minus 3.5. Over under 49.5. I will take the Colts and the over. John?
Colts and the under. I'm sorry, Colts. Rams and the under. Sorry. Rams and the under.
Rams and the under?
What's the over-under?
49.5.
49.5.
I like the Rams and the over.
Rams and the points. All right. John, what is your game?
Let's do the 9:30 a.m. game. Let's do the Vikings and the Steelers.
Vikings and the Steelers. Oh, that's the Ireland.
Ireland.
It's in Ireland. Yeah. It's in,
I'm looking at last week. I mean, next week there. Vikings and the Steelers. Okay. Steelers are the home team, which doesn't seem right. The Vikings were from Europe, right? So it's the Steelers plus 2.5 over under 40.5. Harry, you go, or John, you can go first. It's your game.
Vikings over.
Vikings and the over. I will take. Steelers. Ugh. I will take the Vikings. 40.5. Huh? Yeah, I'll go Vikings over.
Vikings over.
Vikings over. All right, so we all like Jets in the over. We'll see what the coin likes. You guys like Baltimore in the over. I like them in the under. Harry and I, no, you guys have the Rams, one over, one under. I have the Colts, and we all have the Vikings in the over.
Did I take the over or the under with the Rams? I can't remember.
I took under. You took over.
Okay, so I got over on all of them.
You went over on everything, which has not worked out for you so far. So
no,
somebody's got to score some points. All right, so those are our Week 4 picks, and we will post the results. We'll post the results online, and then we'll give you our Week 5 picks since we'll be off next week.
We'll
Give you
give
our
them-
week 5 picks before the games start, or
Before the
maybe not
games
before the Thursday game.
Yeah.
I'm signing off, and I'm sure if I get 2 right, I'll be doubling my
All it
output for the
takes is
year.
a couple of picks, you know,
And
4
it's
to
a
three,
dollar and a dream. Dollar and a dream. Dollar and a
4
dream.
to 3, and you're right back in it.
Yeah. All right, I got to
All
sign
right.
off. Have fun.
All right.
Thanks, folks.
We'll see you later. Peace. All right. Well, I think that's it anyway, right?
Yeah. You know what? Let me throw one. Well, no, I don't want to do it without Harry because he was sort of the originator. We'll save it. It's not anything
Timely.
Yeah.
Okay, save it for next show.
Most of my shit, it's not. It has nothing to do with anything that's happened recently.
Exactly.
Here's
One
what
day
happened
back
4
in the
years ago yesterday.
Exactly. So now you can say 4 years ago, 4 years and 2 weeks ago yesterday.
You know what? As usual, with Harry out, we can now talk WNBA. That's what. That's the last thing I wanted to bring up. Because we're in the semis now.
Yep.
And it's the Fever and the Aces on one semi, and the Mercury and the Lynx on the other. And look, my Fever. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know if they can get past the Aces. Although, look, they had a 16-point win in Game 1, and then they got shellacked in Game 2, 90-68. That's painful.
That's pretty painful.
But both wins were lopsided by opposite teams. I don't know if they can get through to the finals, but it's very exciting. It was exciting to watch them take out the Atlanta Dream in 3 wins, or in 3 games. And listen, I will say this. I'm rooting for them, obviously. But I do like this about the WNBA.
What's that?
First round, best of 3. Second round, best of 5. Finals, best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Now, there's only 8 teams, obviously, so you have those 3 rounds. But I think that's a great format.
I do.
Because first is kind of like a wild card. It's 2 out of 3. And yes, there were some good teams, right, that went down. I mean, the Aces won. They were the 2nd seed. The Lynx won. They were the 1st seed. The Phoenix won. They were the 4th seed. And the Fever were 6th. They took out Atlanta number 3. So 3 out of the top 4 seeds survived the wild card, which is what you might expect. Right? It seems reasonable. And now we're in the best of 5, and everybody's tied up 1 game apiece, or 1-1.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. At least 2 more games for each of these 2 series. Next game is Friday, then they play Sunday, then they play 2 days after that. So they have a day off, 2 days off before the next game, and then 2 days or 1 day off in between at least the rest of the first round. So
correct.
And I've watched a little bit, and it's okay. It ain't great basketball. It's not terrible.
No, it's not.
They do practice fundamentals, but there's a lot of poor execution.
There is.
There are some very, very good players, but I think there's a bunch of players who aren't that good. They're way better than me, but that's not saying much.
Well, when you were starting forward for the New York Liberty, I think you had a couple
I was like 8th in scoring that season, I believe.
You were.
Seems like a bit of an underachievement in retrospect, but at the time I was very happy.
At the time you were ecstatic.
Hey, it got me a Skechers contract. So
this is very true.
Still wearing those slip-ons to this very day. But I guess my point is, I think the difference between the great NBA players and the rest of the league is less than it is in the WNBA.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree.
I think that you have those great players, and then the rest of the league is just not everybody. There's mid-level players, of course.
Sure.
But not as many of them. And I think there's a lot of them that just, wow, it's almost comical sometimes. That this series of events that go on with bad passes and missed shots, and it's not just Angel Reese. There's other players who miss layups all the time. So, and look, maybe that probably happens in the NBA more than we realize because they don't show that stuff on the highlights. But overall, it's pretty good play, and I'm happy for them. I hope they don't shoot themselves in the foot. I don't even know what's going on with the contract negotiations. I think they're at a standstill, right?
Last I heard, they're at a standstill. Yeah.
I don't know if they put a delay on it for the playoffs or
probably the playoffs. Probably wait till afterwards. Yeah.
But I hope they don't kill themselves by walking out or whatever. That would be just
it'd be stupid,
foolish,
yeah.
Foolish. But I also hope they get paid more money. I mean, it is a professional league. I think you ought to make more than
minimum wage.
Well, yeah. What does Caitlin Clark make? Like $75,000 or something?
It's more than that.
It's like is it?
Hold on, I'll find it right now.
I think she's the highest paid player in the league, or amongst the highest. But then again, I don't know. It's kind of like. I mean, it should be something. I think if you're a professional athlete,
you were off. It's not $75,000. It's $78,066.
There we go. So that's pretty good. But I guess you could be two schools of thought, right? You could say, well, they play a game and it's entertainment, and they don't deserve that much money. Certainly, the majority of professional athletes don't deserve, the ones that make the really big money, right?
Right.
But if you're a professional athlete and you are that good, you're good enough to do that, and you have those skills, I think the minimum you should make should be enough that the average person would go, yeah, that's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Not $78,000. It should be should be enough that the average person could say or would say, that's definitely enough to live on, right? Like Major League Baseball, it's a million something, right?
The league minimum, league minimum is
$1,600,000 or something like that. Enough money that the average person, the blue collar worker, maybe not all the white collar guys, but the blue collar worker would go, yeah, fuck, I would play basketball for $1.5 million or a baseball for $1.5 million or whatever it was.
The MLB league minimum salary for the 2025 season is $760,000.
Okay, that's pretty good. That falls into that category for me, where you go, you should be able to live on that. I don't care where you live. If you live in LA, you could live, you know what I mean? You could live comfortably on
over $750,000.
Right.
A year, yeah.
The same can't necessarily be said.
Well, it depends, because 10% of it has to go to their agent, and then taxes, and then.
Well, right, but the same thing can't be said for 78,000. Is my point.
Right.
You can live on 78,000, but it doesn't really go a long way, especially
not so much.
Have those same
$78,000 a year does not go as far as it used to. And look, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they're making much more money in endorsements than they're making for.
Right. Well, they were making more from NIL.
Yeah.
They were making more. Gave up millions of dollars in NIL.
They were making much more money in college than they were in the pros.
Yeah. But that's my point. If you are a professional athlete, even in the chicks basketball league, you should still be making. You should be making. I'm jealous of that money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
where people are going to go, yeah, man, I wish I was making. Now I don't know what that number is exactly for WNBA players. 150,000, 200,000, 100,000.
What's that number going to be? I can see it. I mean, I don't see them doubling everybody's salary. Maybe certain people that aren't making anything, but yeah, it should be higher than.
They played.
They got look. Here's the thing, right? The owners got to be making some money. Well, they do get a.
Well, the league doesn't make any money in general. The league loses.
Right, but they get money from the NBA. The NBA.
Right. Yeah, the NBA keeps them afloat. They've never made money in their 20 some odd year existence.
Right. So.
But. That's. I mean, look. It's a business like anything else, right? And ownership will. The first place they go when they're not making money or not making enough money is to cut labor, right? Cut payroll. That's always the first thing. So, and look, how much did the NBA make last year? $1 billion? $1 billion plus?
$2.
Yeah. So, Pay everybody $150K minimum. Let them get endorsement money, just like everybody else.
Right.
And if you want to have the league, eat it.
There you go.
The NBA can afford it. Is my point. Like I agree with this. I agree with the sentiment. Yeah, they've never made any money, so why should they survive? Well, because they're never going to be a threat to the popularity of the NBA.
Not at all.
They're never going to take over. But it's about empowering, right? It's about empowering people. It's about giving young females something else to dream about, something else to aspire to.
Sure.
How much? How much could it cost?
Look, clearly, this is one player, right? I mean, the Caitlin Clark, say that fast 5 times. Caitlin Clark phenomenon definitely rose the WNBA up to new heights, right? And there could be another Caitlin Clark out there. I mean,
Kate Beckers is pretty good. Caitlin Clark didn't play a lot this season. Their numbers were very similar.
Yeah, Paige Beckers. Yeah, she definitely is on getting towards that level, and and they're gonna and those women are gonna keep coming into the league, and if look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know what to do to enhance the league. That people that own the league and people that run the league don't know. Right, I'm not.
Right. We don't have the answers. We don't have the answers that the genius or the professional people haven't figured it out.
But I can't see with phenomenon like that, if you will, like Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers. No, I'm not going to say Angel Reese, but those women coming into the league. I can't see the popularity of WNBA at least continuing to grow, whether it's incrementally or not. It's still better than it has been. So that's my point.
Well, if you create that pipeline, right? If college basketball for women isn't just a way to get a scholarship, right? Now there's a league, right? And there has been for 20 years.
Right.
But right now you have a history of something to aspire to besides your college degree. And then going off to, whatever your working day job is or your master's or whatever and I'm sure there are, all the women who don't make the WNBA coming out of college.
Right.
That's what they're using the game for, to get their degree for free or for a greatly reduced price or a slightly reduced price. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what athletic scholarships are about for the vast, overwhelming majority of people in college. It's only a tiny percentage who go on to the pros in any sport.
Sure.
But at least there's that pipeline. At least there's that possibility for somebody to get there.
If you rise above the talent, then you're recognized for it, then you move on to the next level.
And then, as as far as making big money, it's going to be your marketability and all that sort of thing.
Sure.
But if it costs the NBA, I don't know, $50 million to fund the WNBA. It's a drop in the bucket to what they make.
Of course it is.
Again, I don't know that number, but I know that's a drop in the bucket. It sounds contradictory, but so why not provide that?
Get it? A drop in the bucket.
Yeah, drop in the bucket. Drop in the old peach basket.
There you go.
So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I agree with the sentiment. They don't make any money. They shouldn't exist because they're a business. Yeah, in the pure sense, yes. But they're more than just any other business. They're entertainment and they're sports.
Exactly.
And they are an inspiration for young women all over this country.
True story. All right.
I guess that's it. That's all we have to talk about, isn't it?
It's been a really good 5th anniversary show. I enjoyed this immensely. And I had a couple other things, but definitely wasn't going to get to them tonight with Harry needing to leave. So I'll keep them for 2 weeks from tonight as well, because they're not timely either. Had hot takes, but I'll save them for next one.
Yeah. I got hot takes, and I got a little possible update on remember we were talking about the greatest sports siblings.
Yes.
I think I might have a new number one.
There you go. We'll bring them both up on the next show. That'll be perfect.
Get to all that perhaps in the next show. So.
Sounds good to me. All right.
Ay. Anyway,
all right.
So for Harry Lugnutz, I will say, bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the live show. You're all rock stars in your own way. Visit our website at getonwithitpodcast.com. Once again, that's getonwithitpodcast.com. Like and follow us on all our social media. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The live video podcast is on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch every other Wednesday at around 7:30 Eastern Time. Go to the Logger Room channel on YouTube and click the live tab to reach the show archive. You can find the audio podcast on our host Spreaker or your favorite audio platform. Quit your dilly-dallying and subscribe so you'll never miss a show. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great week and watch lots of sports. For the boys, this is Harry Hansen saying ciao for now.